8 years ago, a mighty force wrapped time and space, leading the invasion by the creatures from another realm, who slaughtered humanity. This day was called as the Magic Tide. Change in the magnitude field brought about a profession system that empowered humans. Humans started to awaken talents, choose different professions within the system. From then on, the wise human embarked on a new mode of life and combat, with society focusing on nurturing and strengthening professionals. In the present day, in the Jiang City's first professional academy, students have come there to awaken their talents. The principal of the academy congratulates them for completing all the theoretical studies, and now they are going to awaken their talents. Above in the screen appear the number and a name of a guy. Principal calls that guy to come to the center of the circle to awaken his talents. Number 1001, Wang Shua. Wang Shua is also ready to finally awaken his talent, and these talents are divided into common rank, rare rank, legendary rank, sub-divine rank, finally the mythical rank. However, humanity hasn't produced any mythical rank talent yet, and swordsmen and mage are the most coveted professions. Assassins, summoners, and warriors flew closely behind, and priests are at the very bottom of the professional, due to their low healing profits, poor mobility, and almost no attack capability. With powerful equipment and high-quality talents, other professions can solo speed run through ordinary dungeons or copies, but the priests alone cannot do that. In some cases, skilled player, mages, and summoner can also replace the role of the priest, so the priest professions have become a complete joke. Our MC, Lin Yi, and his childhood friend Su Mumu, who seems pretty popular among boys. She is eager to know about what professions Lin Yi is going to choose. Seeing how close they are, the boys of the academy are very pissed with Lin Yi. They even badmouth him, calling him freeloader and a good-for-nothing. And now they are eager to see what kind of talents will that freeloader will awakens. Hearing them saying something like that to Lin Yi, it makes Su Mumu mad. Anyways, the guy from earlier, Wang Shua, seems to have awakened a rare rank talents. His friends are happy that he awakened such a rare talents, and with his strength-based skill, they are sure warrior will suit his talent well. He notices Lin Yi and Su Mumu, and he is also eager to see what kind of talent will Lin Yi awakens. Su Mumu, who is angry at those boys who are bad-mouthing Lin Yi calms her and tells her not to worry about what other people says, because he is going to be the strongest. Then we are told the history of our MC. One day when suddenly the monsters attack a city, his family also got caught up in that attack. They did their best to protect their son, and in that process both his parents were killed by the monsters. Luck was not on their side because the shelter was just little further away from there. After that, it seems like Su Mumu's mother took him and made him one of their family. Next, Lin Yi's name appears on the screen and his number is 1128. Patting Su Mumu's head, he gets ready to go to awaken his talent. And Su Mumu, who still seems to be mad at those guys who were bad-mouthing Lin Yi. Lin Yi comes into the circle. After he step in that circle, he finds himself in a very strange place, the place where they awaken their talents. After noticing the bright light in front of him, he moves forward to catch it. After catching that light, it turns into two dragons, a white dragon and a red dragon. Both the dragons enter inside his body. Turns out, he has awakened a mythical rank talent's reversal of heaven and earth. The system asks him if he likes to hide it. It's a mythical rank talent that humanity has never seen before, so he hides it. The system gives him more info about his talent, that reversal of heaven and earth, level 1, reverse and enhances all skills on oneself, with the option of freely activate or deactivate. And when upgraded to a higher level, it can change the nature of skills. His current enhancement effect, it reduces mana consumption by 10%, and his current conversion effect, buffs become debuffs, debuffs become buffs. Seeing such an amazing effects, he wonders if his enemies uses magic attack, will they even defeats him? But if they use non-skill attack like basic strike, will he get hurt? And if the priest heals him, it will break the invincibility, harming him directly. He comes outside and the system informs that his talent is hidden, which makes Su Mumu eager to know what type of talent did he awaken. But he didn't tell her either. This makes people think that he must have awakened some trash talent, that's why he is hiding his talents. And now, it's Su Mumu turns to awaken her talent. After that, Lin Yi comes to get his profession in front of the statue of the goddess. From what he realized that his talent, the reversal of heaven and earth, is definitely a divine skill, so to maximize the strength of his talent, he must compensate for his weakness. So he chooses the profession priest. Even goddess seems to be confused by his choice, so she asks him once again to confirm his professions, because currently, he is the first student of the session to choose to become a priest. But he already made up his mind. He wants to be a priest. He wants to be like the MC from Redo of Healer, huh? The profession change completes. What the heck is this? I thought he chose a priest, not a Grim Reaper. That dress, it doesn't look like a dress of a priest at all. The system shows him his stats board and all of his infos. More info about his skills, healing art and clarity art. He activates his reversal of heaven and earth to see its effect. His skill healing art gets reversed. His clarity arts also gets reversed. And with this, his approach to combat has become quite clear. He will need to be cautious of allies' healing or buff skills. People are shocked to see that he actually chooses to be a priest. But none of them notice his dress. That dress? Nope bro. A priest? Nope. On the other hand, Sumumu have also awakened a legendary rank talent, Bionic Tears. Bionic Tears summons spirits from another realm to fight for her. People are surprised to see she is such a genius to awaken the legendary talent. She then chooses her profession, and it's a mage. Everyone there are surprised by Sumumu. But the old guys who are watching them seems to be more interested on the student who just willingly choose to be a priest. A weird priest who has a skeleton fingers on his shoulder and a skull on his cross. Man, that is not a priest. The old guys watching them are keeping their eyes on Lin Yi. They are finding him quite interesting. Mumu comes to him asking if she can team up with him and enter the dungeon together, but he wants to go solo, which surprises her. The system notifies everyone that the beginner instance Forest of Wolves is now open. Those who have awakens can now enter inside it. Wang Shua comes to Lin Yi asking him to talk with Sumumu to join Wang Shua's team. And he even gets ready to reward Lin Yi if he makes her agree to join his team. Like Belle, he is going to agree with that. The principal comes there and informs them that they should form a team because if they encounter a horde of monsters, it will be the end for them. In the face of demons, they should set aside their rifts. However, Lin Yi doesn't have any rifts with those guys, and informs the principal that he wants to go solo to get more experiences and more rewards. Which surprises principal because he is just a priest and he wants to go solo. That's just impossible. However, he has already made up his mind that he wants to go solo. Moreover, he can't reveal his god talent to others. Principal is just shocked to see why is that guy has such a strong confidence. Even the system asks him again to confirm if he really wants to go in alone. If you guys are enjoying it, then do 300 likes on this video. Also like and subscribe for more. Next, after entering inside the wolf forest, the system gives him some info about the wolf forest. It's a very dangerous place. That is why there are healing springs there so that the injured students can heal themselves. And if anyone venture in the forbidden forest, they will only meet their demise. However, Lin Yi wants to venture inside that forbidden forest. He has a god level talent, and he wants to get a very high rating from this dungeon after completing it. So he gets ready to venture deeper inside the forbidden area. After some time, he encountered some wolves. They are all level 1 wolves, even though they are only level 1, but they are in packs. They jumps at Lin Yi together. Lin Yi uses his healing on one of the wolf, killing it instantly. He receives 10 experience points for killing that wolf, but there are still more of them. One of them bites him on his shoulder, but instead the wolf gets all the damage in double. He then gets ready to use that big weapon of his while using his reversing clarity technique. Confinement art, 3 succubus appears and starts to drain that wolf's mana. Another one comes at him straight. He uses his healing on it too, kills it instantly, and gains 10 experience points from it. There is still one wolf he hasn't finished. It tries to sneak attack him. Lin Yi finishes it too with his healing. After killing all of those wolves, he heals himself. He has now reached to level 2. His attributes have increased, and has also received 2 attribute points. He adds them all in his intelligence. Next, the principal is shocked to see that someone actually went inside that forbidden area, and it's only one person. He is sure that it's Lin Yi, which makes him think if Lin Yi is aiming for the Wolf King. But he is just a priest. However, he has hidden his talent. Principal wonders if Lin Yi's talent is at legendary, or even above it. Since he opts not to reveal his talent publicly, he gets ready to look at other promising candidates, and hopes that Lin Yi can come back alive. And the man standing beside him gets ready to make a bet that Lin Yi will break the record. And as for the girl that Principal is thinking is promising, he thinks that she is still lacking a bit of fire. Sumumu have also formed a team of 3, and is venturing with her team. They gets ambushed by the wolf. She uses her Frost Nova to finish that wolf off. 2 of her fangirls are just shocked and happy to see that their goddess is so powerful. Then suddenly more of the wolves attacks them. She grabs her teammates and runs from there, while thinking that her goddess image is ruined in an instant because of those wolves. However, they can't outrun the wolves, so she gets ready to fight back. While protecting those two other teammates, she uses her bionic tears. Another of herself appears and helps her kill those two wolves. Anyways, she has protected her image as goddess in front of her two teammates. On the other hand, Linny have already reached to level 3. He also finds the Wolf King. The system also gives him an introduction about that Wolf King. He then gets ready to make a strategy to kill that Wolf King. He gets ready to kill the King Wolf's lackey when they leave to search for other places. He kills his first prey, gets 10 experience points from it. Just like that, he kills all of the other lackeys of that Wolf King. Thanks to them, he has reached to level 4 now. Now all that left is the Wolf King himself, whose health is 2000, mana is 1000, attack is 500 and defense is 200. The Wolf King attacks him with a strong attack. But nothing happened to Lin Yi. Instead, he is asking the wolf to attack him more. The wolf attacks him again and again, but its attacks are not doing any damage to the dangerous priest. Lin Yi then attacks the wolf with his healing skill. The Wolf King HP starts to decrease. The Wolf King then attacks him with a basic attack, Claw Strike, almost kill him, but he manages to dodge it, and the Wolf King's HP have decreased to half now. The Wolf King then seems to be laughing, maybe because it finally found Lin Yi's weakness. So it uses its skill the Rampage, but it's already too late for him. One healing attack made his HP half, another will definitely kill him. Lin Yi uses his healing attack on that wolf. For killing that Wolf King, he gains 1000 experience points, also level up to level 5. He also receives a chest, and also get that SSS level rating. Also receives another silver chest, an advanced tier at that. The system also notifies students outside that a student has completed the Instance Wolf Forest, completed all hidden achievements, and achieved a rating of level SSS. They are all shocked, thinking which one of their classmates achieved something so great. Even Principal is shocked to see that, and from what he knows, only Lin Yi was the one who entered the forbidden area. The other guy is more shocked because one of the criteria for achieving an SSS level rating is clearing the level without taking any damage. Su Mumu is also shocked because after almost dying, she only managed to get a level rating. She wonders where this great master in their class came from. But she is more worried about Lin Yi, thinking what is he doing now? And he is opening his chest. He obtains a silver level skill book, Divine Healing, 5 attribute points, and a shadow dagger. There is also more info about the dagger and the healing skill. After learning the healing skill, he reversed it to another skill. The dagger, he gets ready to sell it. He wants to rely on himself. He can't always rely on his uncle and aunt's money. He also receives a bonus celestial map. And as for the attributes, he adds them to his intelligence. And from now on, he is sure that he will be the most extreme magic output and the most violent disaster priest. Next, everyone is eagerly waiting to see who is the one that achieved that SSS level rating. They all get shocked to see it's only Lin Yi. However, Su Mumu comes to him asking him to spill it out and that it was him who got that SSS level rating. Wang Shua tells her that she is just thinking too much because Lin Yi was just solo hunting. It's just impossible for someone like him to get SSS level rating. Lin Yi takes out the dagger and asks the students who just switched to assassin class if they like to buy a silver tier dagger, a premium quality weapon. Others are shocked to see that. Then everyone starts to shout, "I want it, I want it." They even gets ready to pay 50,000 for it. Lin Yi also gets ready to sell it for 50,000. Then someone shouts 100,000. Everyone is shocked to hear that because the total income of an average family is a year is 10,000 alliance coins. They close the deal in 100,000. Then everyone starts to get friendly with him, asking what level he is and all. Principal is surprised that he really cleared that Wolf Forest alone and even got SSS level rating. The other guy is just shocked to see how is it possible for a student to achieve an SSS level rating solo in a newbie dungeon. And Wang Shua is just jealous to see Lin Yi getting all the attention. He is super sure that Lin Yi must have cheated. His friends also agrees with him. They gets ready to teach Lin Yi a lesson when they get the chance next time. After that, the principal informs everyone that they are now no ordinary students but trainee professionals with extraordinary abilities. And in 30 days, they will experience the most important event in their life, the professional test, which will determine whether they will be living as an ordinary people in the future, or become the hero fighting against the tide of demons. And the professional test must be completed as a team. And Lin Yi have already decided his team member, Su Mumu. Even though she is powerful, but she is actually the who needs the most care. She is clumsy and simple-minded, but extremely loyal and easily deceived, always unable to hide her true nature. He gets ready to protect her. After all, that's the agreement between him and his uncle and his aunt. He gets ready to take her to the new dungeon. They come to the Stone Cave dungeon, and there is more info about the dungeon. And before entering, they can choose the difficulty of the dungeon. Linny chooses the hard mode, and there are 3 levels of difficulty: normal, hard, and nightmare. And this Stone Cave dungeon is a newbie dungeon, so it only has normal and hard levels. Mumu thinks that it will be hard to achieve SSS level rating in a hard level dungeon, even though she believes him, but she thinks that she might hold him back. Linny tells her not to worry because there is a skip class method in this dungeon, and he found that from some research of his. She gets impressed to hear that, but she always knew that he was hiding his true strength. He started researching various dungeons and monsters very early on, calculating various data. Now that they have done everything that should be done before entering a dungeon, they gets ready to enter inside. They enter inside the stone cave. Mumu finds the dungeon very beautiful because of the crystal stone sparkling. Linny informs her not to let her guard down because this dungeon is more dangerous than the previous one. Linny starts to check the dungeon, then suddenly a big blast happens behind them. Turns out it's Wang Shua and his team. They have also entered that same dungeon but didn't expect the monsters to be this strong. Shua notices Linny and Mumu and asks them to help them. However, Linny leaves them on their own. Shua curses that despicable priest. On their way, Linny and Mumu also encounter a giant scorpion, but Linny easily kills the scorpion with his one skill. Mumu is shocked. She now realizes that he is the one who got that SSS level rating. He shishes her. After that, they skip all the monster and arrive in a place where there is a water, and the scorpions there in that cave are afraid of water. They gets ready to take advantage of this to kill those scorpions. Linny jumps under the water, and so Mumu. They come to the rock that is in the middle of that water. Linny picks a stone and starts to hit the ground with that stone, which creates some kind of sound, and the scorpions there are very sensitive to the sound. They gets the attention of all the scorpions there, and starts to go to the direction from where the sound is coming. Shua and his team are shocked, thinking what is going on there. All of the scorpions from the dungeon comes to where Linny and Mumu are. Even the Scorpion King also arrives there. Linny uses his new skill. Just in a few minutes he has already killed 100 scorpions, and has gained 2,000 experience points. Shua party are shocked to see such a powerful spell from a priest. Now they are sure it was Linny who broke that record in the previous dungeon. Mumu also gets ready to help him. She also kills the scorpions with her ice thing. Just in a few minutes, her level increases to level 4 and also gained 1 attribute point. Now all that left is the Scorpion King, who seems to be immune to the water. Mumu attacks it with her ice, but her attacks only manages to deal 10 damage. The king attacks them. They dodges it. Linny splits the rock that is in the ceiling to create a foothold on the water. He then asks Mumu to create the foothold, while he deals with the Scorpion King. He attacks the Scorpion King with his healing, and manages to deal 150 damage. The king also gets ready to attack him. He asks Mumu to create another foothold, jumps to the other rock, finds a perfect weak spot on the Scorpion King, its abdomen, attacks it with another attack, manages to deal a critical damage to the Scorpion King. Not only critical hit, he has managed to kill that Scorpion King, and has obtained 3,000 experience point. They also received that SSS level rating, 1 golden treasure chest, and 5 attribute points. Linny have also leveled up to level 6. Shua comes to him calling him boss, begs him to take them under his wings. Linny tells them to not speak to anyone of what happened there, otherwise they will face some consequences. Next, in the teleportation space, since there is no one, they gets ready to open their golden chest there. From the golden chest, they receive items like hunting sword, wind boots, and poison bubble, recommended to mage class, and the emerald ring. Mumu is surprised to see the loot of the gold rank chest, and Linny is surprised to see the silver ranked emerald ring, which can reduce cooldown time. He is sure that if he puts it on auction, it will be sold for millions of alliance coins. He gives the skill book to Mumu, but she thinks that she can't use other skills other than ice. She is not compatible with other skills. Just then the system notifies hidden talent. 5 elements master has been activated. She has already got 2 elements now, and there are still 3 left, which surprised Mumu. She never heard of anyone activating a hidden talent after acquiring a new skills. Linny gets ready to help her find other elements, and tells her that this could be her advantage over other mages, her trump card. She gets happy to hear that, her trump card. They then leaves from there. Outside the dungeon there seems to be many students who have come to get some experience from that dungeon. They notices their goddess Su Mumu, and Linny, who cleared the previous dungeon with SSS level rating. Some are finding it difficult to believe. They believes after they heard that he sold the shadow dagger for 100,000 alliance coins. Then a sport car comes there. A guy comes out from the car. he heard from the man named Lao Zhao, who is with him in that car about a girl who awakened the legendary rank talent. And seeing her in person, he is surprised to see she is such a beauty. Mumu gets ready to leave from there, because she hates that guy. She knows him. He is someone who relies on his wealthy family to plunder and dominates everything, hire other people to take various dungeons, and his hobby is to play around with girls from poor families. He stops them and introduces himself and that he is Huang Xiafengsol, heir of the Huang group. The people there also knows him very well, the spoiled brat of the Huang group, who has a very bad personality and has ruined many girls. And Xiafengsol is happy to hear all this rumors because this makes him the center of attention. Mumu tells him that she has a boyfriend. This makes Xiafengsol mad because Lin Yi's clothes are so low quality, and yet he has made a beautiful girlfriend. And it seems like Lin Yi is not liking how Mumu is using him as a shield. Xiafeng tries to move him away from Mumu. Lin Yi slaps his hand away. This makes him more mad, and charges toward Lin Yi with his warrior skill charge. He perfectly landed his hit. However, Lin Yi has that reverse effect thing. Xiafeng's punch gets reversed. He is shocked and confused thinking what is going on there. But he is definitely sure that Lin Yi used some dirty trick. However, Lin Yi informs him that he is just a priest, how can he hurt him? Other people also agrees with Lin Yi that he is just a priest. He tries to attack Lin Yi again, but something happens to him once again, and it's just Lin Yi doing some little experiment of the healing reversal. Xiafeng gets ready to make sure that Lin Yi will regret for what he did to him. He gets ready to make Lin Yi beg and kneel in front of his dad and apologize. His friend Zhao, after hearing the rumors about Lin Yi, he gets surprised thinking who on earth is that guy? A priest that instantly defeated the thick-skinned and well-equipped Xiafeng. He comes to Lin Yi and apologizes on behalf of Xiafeng. He seems to be a cautious guy, and after hearing the rumors, he is sure that it must not be a lie. He has also seen it with his own eyes. However, Xiafeng is yelling at him instead of hitting Lin Yi. Zhao is apologizing to him. Zhao creates some kind of talisman and sticks it on Xiafeng. He passes out after that. Zhao also informs Lin Yi that Xiafeng is the young master of Huang group, so after today, he will definitely send people to cause Lin Yi trouble. So he suggests Lin Yi not to go to school for some days, and also gets ready to give 50,000 as an apology, and asks Lin Yi to just avoid his young master for a while. And Lin Yi is surprised that this guy, he didn't join in to fight with him, but instead, he is offering him aid. Lin Yi and Mumu leaves from there and he informs Zhao that he is not offended. He won't offend either. In fact, he'd like to see how many people Xiafeng can send to trouble him, because he also wants to test the true combat strength of his catastrophe skill. Next, Lin Yi have uploaded the items he got from the cave dungeon on a website, with the info of getting SSS level rating of the cave dungeon. Some people are finding it very strange, thinking how can there be such a thing? But they still gets ready to buy it, and the price of that info is 5,000 alliance coins. After some time, they comes out from the cave with SSS grade rating. He shares his experience in the comments section, but people are still not believing him. Then some more people buys the info. They all cleared the dungeon with SSS grade. After that, people starts to buy his info about that cave dungeon. Things are going crazy. They are ready to worship the one who are selling them this info. And Mumu is shocked to see the amount of money coming in. This catches the interest of some big shot, and after their investigation they found the IP is roughly located at Jiang City's Professional, which interested him even more because some interesting thing are happening at the academy this year. Someone seems to have ordered that sword. They gets ready to trade right away at the school dungeon entrance. After dealing with this, Lin Yi also gets ready to go to the dungeon to level up, which makes Mumu wonder why is he spending time compiling strategies and working hard to make money when he always wanted to become stronger. And he wants to make money because he wants to protect the people he cherishes. Turns out that he actually got reincarnated in this world. In his previous life, he was an orphan and never experienced the warmth of family. But after getting reincarnated here, he was happy. He experienced the warmth of parents. However, 10 years ago, in that magic tide, his parents passed away. His relatives throw him away. They also didn't let him have his parents' inheritance and divided among themselves. Then Mumu's parents, his uncle and aunt, took him in. They also helped him get his parents' inheritance without coveting a penny. Those so-called relatives were also brought to the court and received the punishment they deserved. That's why he wants to make money and get stronger to protect these three most important people of his life. He comes outside to make the deal with that sword buyer. And it turns out that the buy is a little girl. Her name is Bai Shai, and she is also a student of the academy. Lin Yi is surprised to see her and asks if she is really the buyer. She makes herself clear that she is the buyer. She tells him that it is her, though the muscle man bro doesn't look like her. Lin Yi then takes out the sword to confirm the goods. Even though she looks little, but she swings the sword like a pro. She pays him the money, and with that, Lin Yi has 1 million in his account, and he has become a gold card user. He then gets ready to leave from there, but Bai Zhai seems to have different plan. She attacks him with something. It enters inside him. The system notifies him that he has been imbued with an unknown power, receiving the special buff, Gaze of the Goddess of Luck. Each time he clears a dungeon, he can upgrade the loot chest by 1 level. Duration 24 hours. And it turns out that it's one of Bai Zhai's talent, and she wants to join Lin Yi's team in the trials. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, then click this video on the side. Also like and subscribe for more. And stay tuned because next is going to be a big kaboom.